Your wallet is about to be affected by this. Fed Chair Warsh makes first hires at central bank, including Project 2025. Author The new Fed chair has made his first hires. One wrote the Fed chapter in Conservative Policy Blueprint, Project 2025. Here's everything we know so far. Financial analysts are closely watching how this develops and what it means for markets and everyday investors. Stay with us for the full story and more breaking news throughout the day. This story was reported by CNBC Economy. For daily market and financial news, subscribe to Global News Digest. The MLB just made a massive move. MLB DFS top DraftKings FanDuel daily fantasy baseball picks include Bobby Witt Jr. On Tuesday, June 2, Sportsline's Mike McClure, a daily fantasy pro with more than $2 million in winnings, gives optimal MLB DFS lineup advice for Tuesday, June 2. Let's break this down quickly. MLB insiders are calling this a game-changing development with major implications for the standings. We will continue to monitor this story and bring you updates as they become available. This story was reported by CBS Sports MLB. Stay in the game all season. Follow us for daily baseball coverage.
If you have money in the market, pay attention. Goldman Sachs CEO David Solomon says markets are in greed mode as AI companies seek billions. Goldman Sachs CEO David Solomon's comments come as investors prepare for what will be one of the busiest periods for equity issuance in years. Here are the key details. Investors and traders on Wall Street are reacting quickly as this situation continues to unfold. This is one of the top stories we are watching closely today across the United States. This story was reported by CNBC Economy. Don't miss tomorrow's financial headlines. Subscribe now.
Congress is making headlines right now. Here's what happened. President Trump seeks control of science. Funding. The White House Office of Management and Budget is moving to take more control of billions of dollars in federal grants. Critics say the proposed change would jeopardize the integrity of U.S. science. This is why it matters. Political analysts say this development could have major consequences heading into the next election cycle. Our team is tracking every development as this story continues to unfold in real time. This story was reported by NPR Politics. For daily U.S. political news, subscribe to Global News Digest.
This story out of D.C. is everywhere today. Supreme Court allows Alabama GOP-backed congressional map. For midterms, the Supreme Court ruled Alabama can use a 2023 congressional map with one majority black district, handing Republicans a victory ahead of midterms. Here's what's actually happening. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are responding as the situation continues to develop in Washington. Follow along as we cover the key details, the background, and what happens next. This story was reported by Fox News Politics. Stay informed on what Washington is doing. Follow us for updates. The political world just flipped. Justice Department scraps Trump's anti-weaponization fund after pushback from Congress. Acting Attorney General Blanche told lawmakers Tuesday that the Justice Department is scrapping plans to create a $1.8 billion anti-weaponization fund. It's a setback for Trump after Republican senators made clear they did not have the votes to advance a Homeland Security funding bill unless the White House either scaled back or eliminated the key facts you need to know. This story is dominating political discussions across the country and drawing reactions from leaders in both parties. This is a developing story, and we expect more information to emerge in the coming hours. This story was reported by PBS NewsHour. More breaking political news every day. Subscribe now.
The Supreme Court made a decision, and here's what it means for you. Supreme Court permits Alabama to use congressional map struck by lower court as racially discriminatory. Here's everything we know so far. Legal experts say this ruling could have far-reaching consequences for millions of Americans. Stay with us for the full story and more breaking news throughout the day. This story was reported by Skadu S. Blog. For daily legal and court news, follow Global News Digest.
This legal case is all over the news. Here's why it matters. The state of the death penalty at the Supreme Court. Let's break this down quickly. Constitutional scholars and attorneys across the country are analyzing the full implications of this decision. We will continue to monitor this story and bring you updates as they become available. This story was reported by Skatu S. Blog. Stay informed on the rulings that affect your rights. Subscribe.
If you have money in the market, pay attention. OECD gives a stark warning while lowering 2027 growth forecasts. Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development is warning of the risks of inflation. But that's not all. Here are the key details. Investors and traders on Wall Street are reacting quickly as this situation continues to unfold. This is one of the top stories we are watching closely today across the United States. This story was reported by MarketWatch. Don't miss tomorrow's financial headlines. Subscribe now. This is the biggest story trending right now. 7 states sue Trump administration over nearly $1 billion deal to halt offshore wind farm. 7 states are suing the Trump administration over a nearly $1 billion deal to end French energy company TotalEnergies' offshore wind development off the East Coast. This is why it matters. Experts and analysts are closely monitoring this developing story for any new updates. Our team is tracking every development as this story continues to unfold in real time. This story was reported by ABC News. Breaking news, latest news and videos. Stay informed. Subscribe to Global News Digest for daily updates.